is going on, my Padawans? MasterZane here, back with another team builder video for our draft league, and we are going into week 4. We are 3-0, and we are hoping to increase our record to 4-0, stay in the win column, and if we can do this, we are almost a lock for the playoffs. Like, I don't see us losing that many more games after this one, so we're gonna get into the team builder really quickly here. We are playing against Meep, and he's got a very scary team. He's got a very well-built team. He has the Zygarde, Volcarona, Tapu Lele, Mega Aggron, Togekiss, Obstagoon, Primarina, Ditto, Galarian Weezing, Electros, Gourgeist, and Cryogonal. So he's got a pretty good team. As you can see, Mega Aggron is his only rocks, the only thing that can set up stealth rocks on his team, so that's kind of nice. So we know that that's really his only option for that. Volcarona is very scary. If you could see, his team is very fast. However, it's not extremely fast. So last week we played a very stall heavy team. Or maybe that was 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to think. Actually, I think the last 2 weeks have been fairly slow teams. But as you can see, 95, 100, 95, 80 is not bad. 95 on Obstagoon, and then 105 on Cryogonal. So he's got a pretty fast team, although nothing is like a speed demon type thing. So I'm going to see if we can take advantage of that. So that is his... Oh, my. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. If you can't tell, I am extremely sick. I have not been feeling well recently, so hopefully that doesn't inhibit me too much. So we're going to get into our team. We'll start it off here with Zapdos, running a choice spec set this week with Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hurricane, and HP Ice. Pretty much, as you can see, he's only got Zygarde and Electros really for this. Nothing else really appreciates the Thunderbolt Hurricane combination. So Zapdos is going to be nice for us. We want to have max speed just so we can outspeed Volcarona if he is not fully invested, as well as possibility of a speed tie. So doing that, Volt Switch is going to be clicked a lot of times in this game. As you can see, possibly with our second mon here. HP Ice solely there for the Zygarde. And I think, depending on his set, if he's running HP or not, that this will kill. I don't feel like he's going to run especially defensive Zygarde, so if he is HP, it has a chance to live. But if he's not, then this thing's going to take it out, so that's super nice. Next, we have the first appearance of our Urshifu, Rapid Strike Urshifu, and I was just doing the calcs for this thing, and this thing hits extremely hard. So we've got Close Combat, Ice Punch, Surging Strikes, and U-Turn. So if he does run fully defensive Zygarde, Ice Punch is a guaranteed knockout still. Actually, that's not true. If he's running full HP, full defense, then it doesn't quite kill. However, if he's not running full defense, then it will have a chance to kill at least. Surging Strikes is a new move that I'm not familiar with. 100% accurate, so that's nice. But it always results in a critical hit. And this thing does really good against his team. So this is going to be hitting very hard. And then we also have U-Turn, because if we have that Volt Turn action that we didn't have last week, I think we're going to be okay. And the fact that he only has Mega Aggron as his Stealth Rock, then both of these are going to be have options to be on the field. I could take out that Mega Aggron I have various options to do that. It does not appreciate a Thunderbolt from Zapdos, and even it doesn't deal with close combat very well either, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, we're going with a shiny Urshifu since we haven't used that yet. Choice Band, as you can see. Running enough speed to outspeed all of his 95 base speed mons. I was originally going to run a choice Scarf Urshifu, but then I was looking at it, I'm like, well, 97 speed will outspeed all of his 95 mons, so I can sacrifice the nature for the choice band, so which ultimately that's going to be better off anyway. So that's kind of what we went for with that. Next, we've got our Ferrothorn running a very defensive set, much like we have in the past. Going with Spikes, Leech Seed, Toxic, and Knockoff. I went with Spikes just because I feel like it's going to be a better option as opposed to Stealth Rocks this week. Lycanroc, as you'll see in a minute, is not our secondary Stealth Rocker. Actually, it's not a Stealth Rocker at all. So, Spikes, Leech Seed, Toxic, Knockoff. Leech Seed is going to be very nice against his team. Pretty much the only thing that is going to be okay against it is like the Gourgeist, but we have Knockoff for that. Volcarona would kill us in any iteration of this anyway, so we're not too concerned about staying in on that, which is also why we have Arcanine later on. So, never going to be staying in on Volcarona. Don't want to risk that at all. We have Toxic for his defensive mons, such as Togekiss, Zygarde possibly, and then if we can do it on Obstagoon, that'd be better than it being burned. So that's also nice as well. This thing just kind of eats up a lot of hits from a lot of things, so that's kind of what we're going with this. This is going to be our main defensive mon. So as you can see, this is a very offensive team. Mega Sceptile is offensive, Lycanroc is offensive this week. So this is a very hit hard heavy team, so we got to make sure that we are preserving Ferrothorn for be able to take some hits. Next up, we've got a Life Orb Lycanroc. We've got a Chellorock, Stone Edge, Play Rough, and Close Combat. We have to be careful about a Chellorock because of the Tapu Lele. The Tapu Lele does have the Psychic Surge, which makes the Psychic terrain, and that also does not allow us to use priority moves, so we do have to be aware of that. However, if it's not, then this is our out against a Volcarona. So if Volcarona does set up, we can bring this in, and we can Chellorock, and it will die. So that is very nice. It was almost perfect with the 112 speed tier to outspeed all of his 95s. So we're still able to run Adamant. Adamant Life Orb is going to hit really hard. Stone Edge does a lot against a lot of things on his team. Play Rough is there, obviously, for the Zygarde. And, let me see, I think there was maybe one other thing for the... maybe not. Yeah, Play Rough is pretty much there for the Zygarde. Close Combat is going to be there for the Mega Aggron. Probably Obstagoon, too. I'm probably not going to want to risk clicking Stone Edge there. Yeah, so that is going to be our Lycanroc. Next up is going to be our Arcanine, which was actually the last mon that I made, and partially because I was not very comfortable with this mon, and in all honesty, I'm still not extremely comfortable. So I played around with a lot of different things. I played around with Grimmsnarl. I didn't find anything that I really liked. I played around with Claydol again. Nothing really. Looked at Alolan Ninetales, but once again, the hail is just... The hail would be more detrimental to me than it would be my opponent. I think I'm going to drop Alolan Ninetales here pretty soon. I just got to find the right fit for my team. I'd like to have a Stab Ice type on my team as moving forward, but I don't know how many options I have for that. So I'm going to look in the free agent market to see if I can get up a replacement for Alolan Ninetales. But alas, we have our Arcanine here. Thought about running another Agility set, if I'm being honest, because Agility Bulk Up was going to be doing pretty well for us. But I decided to run defensive because I had a very offensive team already. So we are running an Intimidate, especially defensive Arcanine, with Reflect as well. He's got a lot of offensive, physically offensive mons. So I think Reflect is going to be nice for us, especially kind of with Ferrothorn. It's going to help him eat a lot more hits as well. And even our other offensive mons, it's going to be nice so that they can stay on the field a little bit longer. Running Willow, for his offensive, or his physically offensive mods. I might actually change this to light screen. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna see about that. It might make more sense. That might be a change before we actually battle, which will be pretty soon. And then flamethrower is just kind of there. This thing's just pretty much here to check Volcarona. Volcarona is very scary. I don't want it to set up and just completely wreck my team, because it does have the capability to do that between Bug Buzz, Flamethrower, and Psychic. So gotta make sure that Volcarona just doesn't completely beat us. And our last mon, changing it to shiny this week because I feel like it. We got our Mega Sceptile, running a Workup Dragon Pulse Leafthorn Rock Slide set. So Rock Slide is there for his Volcarona and his Togekiss. Obviously, we cannot hit Togekiss very well, and if this thing wants to just win the game in the end, then we need to make sure that we can hit everything. Leaf Storm is going to hit a lot of things very hard. Dragon Pulse is there mainly for just the neutral mons, as well as the Zygarde. 340 speed outspeeds everything on his team, including the Cryogonal. So that's nice for us. Rock Slide will take out the Cryogonal, so that's kind of the set we're running with Mega Sceptile. The only problem with this is there's not a whole lot of things I can set up on. It's going to be a very situational type of deal if I do set up with Mega Sceptile. So we'll see how it goes. If I'm being honest, this team I'm not very confident with. I think week 1 and 2 I was very confident with my teams. Last week, week 3, I was kind of iffy, just probably mainly because the other team checked my team very well. This week, I'm just not very confident with my team. I don't think his team completely beats mine necessarily, but I think it was just hard for me to prep this week for whatever reason. His team was just a lot of intricacies on his team kind of checked my team. So it's just kind of hard to find the right options against his. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, also, we're running a mild nature so that we're not losing out on our attack stat. So that is our team for week 4 of the Little Oppressors League. If you enjoyed watching this video, leave a like and a comment. Still need some nicknames, so if you have some nicknames, drop them down below. Hope you guys have a great day. I will have my battle soon, so the video will be out very shortly. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe out there. Peace.